Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So if you are a nurse or planning to take NCLEX or you're already a USRN thinking about transitioning from bedside nursing to the BPO industry, then you are in the right place. So my name is Kim and you probably have seen me on TikTok sharing USRN interview tips or mga red flags during interview. But before I became a USRN interviewer and a supervisor, I was also once the same person asking the questions that most of you are asking today. Na magstay na lang ba ako sa bedside? Should I move to a BPO healthcare? Paano na yung American dream ko na tumira at magtrabaho as a nurse in the US? So today I'm sharing my story of how I landed my very first job as a USRN here in the Philippines. And just a little spoiler, accepting that job did not end my American dream. It actually became a part of it. So let's get started. So let's go back to June 2023. I had just passed my NCLEX. And like many Filipino nurses, my goal was very clear. And that was to really work as a nurse in the US. So that was also the reason why I invested my time, money, effort in becoming a USRN. So because of that goal, ang initial plan ko talaga was to really gain a recent bedside experience. Kasi alam naman natin, no, yung mga US employers, they preferred nurses na may recent bedside experience. So I started applying in different hospitals. So at that point, I wasn't even considering my career to could take a completely different direction. But then something happened that completely changed my plans. On the day that I received an offer from a hospital, so Prestige Hospital siya, that's also the same day that I applied to Optum. So to be honest, I wasn't applying because I had already decided to leave bedside nursing. I was just simply exploring opportunities for USRN here in the Philippines. Kaya nag-apply ako sa BPO. I wanted to compare my options before making a life-changing decisions. So I went through the application process. Initially, I applied as a frontline USRN. And during the initial screening, something unexpected happened, no? So, tiningnan nila yung CV ko, yung resume ko, and they have seen I had around years. So, I think more than 7 years of supervisory role in the BPO, pero hindi siya healthcare. So they asked me if I wanted to go through the interview process for that position. And of course, I said yes. Why not try? So eventually, I was endorsed to a supervisory role interview. And I met with the hiring manager, the associate director. So, long story short, I got in. I also was offered for a soup role in Optum. So now imagine this. You have two job offers, one in a prestige hospital and two in a healthcare BPO na parehas magandang opportunity, parehas may long-term potential. And honestly, hindi madaling pumili. But I spent time thinking about where I could grow the most, kung saan ko mas magagamit yung experiences ko, and ultimately I accepted the BPO healthcare opportunity. So yun na nga, dito na nga sa Optum, no? And then looking back now, I don't regret my decision. I'm so happy where I am right now because it opened doors I never expected. Today, I get to interview aspiring USRNs, nakakapag-share na ako ng mga tips on how to ace their interviews. And I'm also coaching nurses who are transitioning from bedside to the BPO industry, and hopefully help others also with their own journey. If there's one thing I want you to remember from this story is that there isn't just one correct career path. No. So, some thrive in the hospital, some thrive in the BPO, yung iba talagang nag-work sa abroad. So, depende sa inyong goals and priorities in life. And so, I don't want you to choose based on pressure kasi it doesn't have to look like the journey of someone else. This is your own journey. So, ikaw ang magde-decide for your own. So if you've watched until this point, thank you so much. This is just episode 1. In my next videos, we'll talk about some interview tips, what the interviewers are looking for when hiring USRN, ano ba yung mga common mistake ng mga applicants during interview, yung mga red flags. I'll also share some of my experiences as a USRN interviewer. And I'll be also sharing my journey toward working in the US. So yes, meron na po akong employer in the US. So we'll talk more about that in the next upcoming videos. So if that's something that you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next episode.